J'ai peur. Il y a beaucoup de peur.
It's really very dark.
Ils cherchent l'espoir.
People can express their anger peacefully.
In the conflict between Israel and Hamas, these two women are on opposing sides. Amal is a Palestinian from Israel. She grew up in a tent in a Bedouin Muslim village without water or electricity. Lisa is Jewish and Canadian. She lived in Toronto, Oxford, and New York before settling in Montreal 10 years ago. Both women had to fight prejudice to get where they are.
Ici, c'est la sanctuaire, la grande chapelle.
Lisa was the first openly gay rabbi of a major synagogue in Canada.
À Jérusalem.
That's her here marrying two women. Amal had to fight entrenched patriarchal values to be heard and educated.
That's me in the mountains of Langlois, my village, as a shepherd.
Amal was only 6 when she started to herd sheep to show she was as capable as her brothers. Her grandmother was her role model, showing her how to channel her anger into positivity.
She always told me not to give up on my humanity because someone is making me angry.
Amal is very familiar with the anger of Palestinians and pro-Palestine protesters. She lost relatives in Gaza and a Jewish friend, Vivian Silver, who was killed by Hamas on October 7th. The two friends co-directed an Arab-Jewish Center for Peace in Israel.
I feel the pain in every single piece of my body.
This woman is crying out in shock. She says her children died feeling hungry. Amal knows her mother.
The guilt is killing me because I'm here, I'm safe. When I eat, I feel guilty. When I drink, I feel guilty. When I laugh, I feel guilty because I feel responsible for these children.
C'est un moment très difficile, très dur.
The rabbi says many Canadian Jews, deeply affected by the October 7th massacres, are hurt because they feel non-Jews have expressed very little empathy for their loss and pain.
On ne peut pas dire mes sympathies sont avec vous. Ça, c'est le point-là qui peut-être on ne peut pas reconstruire. Pas maintenant. Pour quelqu'un comme moi, que je suis vraiment un optimiste, c'est plus difficile maintenant de trouver l'espoir.
Please rise if you can.
Lisa Grushkow worries recent trouble in Montreal will erase years of bridge building with Muslims. The fear spreads with each new attack on a Jewish institution.
Il y a ceux qui ont peur, qui disent peut-être je ne vais pas allumer les bougies de Hanouka dans mon fenêtre cette année.
I get many calls from Muslim students only because they are wearing the scarf and the hijab. They are called terrorists.
Hello. Women who have been friends for 10 years meet at the house of a common acquaintance. They chose a neutral place because they wanted their message of peace to be clear.
We can't just let this the anger consume our communities, and we have to do something about it. And part of it is just for both of us to be able to talk.
The rabbi and the activists were hesitant to talk on camera. They worry about what they see as media's black and white coverage. Also, they fear the reaction of their communities if they show empathy for the other side.
There's this binary that's being created that either you care about Israelis or you care about Palestinians, but it's impossible to care about both. Mm-hmm. It's impossible to grieve for both.
Lisa and Amal hope their unlikely friendship will inspire others, will pave the way to more dialogue between Jews and Palestinians.
We need to cease fire now, get all the hostages back, and all the children, Palestinian prisoners, of the jails.
She's asking for ceasefire. Would you share that?
Moi, je suis pas sûre. J'ai une opinion différente parce que pour moi, la priorité est éliminer Hamas.
The two friends agree to disagree. For them, it's essential to keep the lines of communication open in order to ease the tension, to understand the suffering and the fear on the other side.
My worry is that with ceasefire, that Hamas regroups and that we see October 7th again. That's my fear.
And you might not see October 7 next year. You might see it 20 years, and it will be bigger, Lisa. So
and that's why I say it's not clear what we do tomorrow for me, but we have to get on a different path.
Yeah, and I absolutely think that the more killing of Palestinian children, the massacre and what's happening there is not going to help any of us.
The rabbi believes that if Palestinian children are killed, it's because Hamas fighters are hiding behind them. Amal says that information is false.
And we will continue dealing with our disagreements, both of us, and that's part of our friendship.
If anyone could get me to think differently about this, it would be you. Mm-hmm. Because of what we share. No, really.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same both directions.
Yeah, absolutely.
The war has destroyed so much. A lot of friendships have gone silent since October 7th. That these two women, each so strong in their views, so committed to their respective communities, agreed to meet and talk is some kind of miracle. As bombs fall again in that part of the world they both hold so dear, Lisa and Hamal hope their words are heard as a gentle call for peace.